Alright, let's look at the Cartesian coordinate system. Since we are already in Euclidean geometry with the concept of parallel lines, we can add basically a frame of reference, x-axis and y-axis. Alright, so let's look at the Cartesian coordinate system. Alright, so for horizontal axis is usually called the x-axis. So x-axis. And the vertical one, we call it the y-axis. And the intersection is called the origin. Right? So if you want to locate a point, say, let's say point somewhere around here. So all you really have to do is go straight down to the x-axis and get a reading from there. So let's say A from the x-axis, and go straight to the perpendicularly to the y-axis and get a reading. So let's say B. So the coordinates of this particular point is A comma B, right? And the first number is called, since it's a reading from the x-axis, it's called the x-coordinate of the point. And the second number is called the reading from the y-axis, so it's going to be called the y-coordinate of the point, right? And x-axis and y-axis divide the whole plane into four separate sections, and the first one is called the first quadrant, so I'll just say 1. So this is called the first quadrant, and we go counterclockwise, so this is going to be our second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. Right? So once we have the coordinates, we can find the distance between 2 points. Let's say point P has a coordinate x1 comma y1, and Q has a coordinate x2 comma y2. Then the distance PQ can be found by square root of, right, quantity x1 minus x2 squared and plus y1, either way, it doesn't really matter because it gets squared, y1 minus y2 squared, right? This is just coming from the Pythagorean theorem, so you can see that you have the x-axis, and here's the y-axis, and here's the origin, right? So we have 2 points. Say I'm gonna put a point here, right? This point has the coordinates x1 comma y1, right? And then another point, say somewhere over here, right? And this guy has a coordinate, say x2 comma y2. So we are interested in finding the distance between these 2 points. But you can visualize this right triangle right here, right? Then you can see that the distance here, the height of this right triangle is y1 minus y2. And the base of this triangle is x1 minus x2, right? By Pythagorean theorem, we will have, right, this distance P and Q, PQ squared is equal to, right, so this guy squared, so x1 minus x2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared, right? Then take the square root of both sides. we get this distance formula. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.